Rimuru and Ultima goes to One Piece, Rimuru and Ultima x One Piece, by Veldanava-God. Chapter 46. The Knight of the Sea versus the Mind Reader. The battle raged inside the control tower as the trio of Straw Hats faced the formidable Tessa Horizon, one of Rimuru and Ultima's most trusted generals. The air crackled with tension as Tessa stood confidently in her sleek armor, her piercing eyes fixed on her opponents. Her mind-no-mi powers, combined with her advanced hockey of observation, made her an unpredictable and deadly adversary. Frankie groaned as he pulled himself from the wall, smoke rising from the dented plating on his chest. "Oh, that kick of yours packs a punch, lady. But you're gonna need more than that to take me down." Tessa smirked, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Oh, don't worry, cyborg. There's plenty more where that came from." Before she could launch another attack, Jinbei stepped forward, his calm demeanor masking the tension building within him. "Frankie, Usopp," he said firmly, his voice steady, "go on ahead. Destroy the tower. I'll deal with her." Frankie turned to Jinbei, surprise etched on his face. "What? Are you sure, Jinbei? She's fast, like, really fast." Usopp, gripping his slingshot tightly, added nervously, "Yeah, and she's been reading our minds or something. How are you supposed to fight someone who knows what you're going to do before you even do it?" Jinbei's gaze remained fixed on Tessa, his expression unwavering. "That's why you two need to focus on the mission. We don't have time to waste here." He cast a quick glance back at them. "I'll handle this. Go." Tessa tilted her head, her lips curling into a sly smile as she read Jinbei's thoughts. "Oh? You think you can take me on alone, fishman?" she teased, her tone dripping with mockery. "And you even believe you'll win? How cute." Frankie and Usopp hesitated, clearly torn, but Jinbei's commanding presence left little room for argument. With a nod, Frankie patted Jinbei's shoulder. "All right, you've got this. But don't take too long, buddy." Usopp gulped, his legs trembling as he turned toward the stairs leading further into the tower. "Yeah, don't let her read your mind too much. Good luck, Jinbei." As the two disappeared up the staircase, Tessa crossed her arms, watching them go with mild amusement. "You just sent them to their deaths, you know. If you can't stop me, they'll never succeed." Jinbei stepped into his stance, his broad frame radiating quiet strength. "They'll succeed," he replied simply, "because I won't let you stop them." Tessa chuckled darkly, her fingers brushing against the hilt of a short blade strapped to her hip. "You're a brave one, I'll give you that. But bravery doesn't mean much when you're too slow to keep up." Before Jinbei could reply, Tessa shot forward with a burst of speed that left the air trembling in her wake. Her foot lashed out in a powerful kick aimed at Jinbei's side, and he barely managed to block with his arm, the impact forcing him back several steps. "She's faster than I expected," Jinbei thought, his muscles tensing as he braced for her next move. Tessa grinned as she caught his thought. "Oh, I'm just getting started, fishman." She closed the gap between them in an instant, delivering a rapid series of punches and kicks that pushed Jinbei onto the defensive. Her movements were fluid and precise, her strikes aimed at his vital points with pinpoint accuracy. Jinbei countered with a powerful palm strike, sending a shockwave rippling toward her. But Tessa twisted gracefully out of the way, her agility allowing her to evade the attack with ease. "You're strong," she admitted, her tone almost playful. "But strength means nothing if you can't land a hit." Jinbei narrowed his eyes, focusing his observation hockey to predict her movements. He waited for her next attack, and when she lunged forward with a high kick, he sidestepped at the last moment, delivering a quick but heavy punch to her side. Tessa gasped, the force of the blow causing her to stagger, but she quickly recovered, her expression hardening. "Not bad," she said, wiping a trickle of blood from her lip. "But you're still outmatched." She darted toward him again, her blade flashing as she swung it in a deadly arc. Jinbei blocked with his arm, the blade skidding off his hardened hockey. He retaliated with a powerful roundhouse kick, but Tessa ducked beneath it, her speed giving her the upper hand. The two fighters clashed again and again, their attacks creating shockwaves that shook the tower. Tessa's speed and precision were unmatched, but Jinbei's resilience and strength allowed him to hold his ground. He absorbed each hit with practiced endurance, waiting for the right moment to strike back. As the battle wore on, Tessa began to grow frustrated. "Why won't you fall?" she demanded, her voice sharp with irritation. You're nothing but a fishman. You shouldn't be able to keep up with me. Jinbei's calm expression didn't waver. Underestimating your opponent is a dangerous mistake, he said, his tone steady. You rely too much on your speed and your mind reading. But neither will save you if you can't finish the fight. Tessa's eyes narrowed, her pride stung by his words. She lunged at him with renewed fury, her attacks growing more reckless as she tried to overpower him. But Jinbei remained focused, his observation hawky allowing him to predict her every move. Finally, Jinbei saw his opening. As Tessa overextended in her attack, he stepped inside her guard, delivering a devastating punch to her midsection. The impact sent her flying backward, crashing into the far wall with a loud thud. Tessa coughed, struggling to her feet as she clutched her ribs. Her breathing was labored, and her once confident expression was now tinged with desperation. This can't be happening, she muttered, her voice trembling. I'm one of Rimuru-sama and Ultima-sama's generals. I'm stronger than this. Jinbei straightened, his gaze steady as he watched her. Strength isn't just about power or speed, he said calmly. It's about resolve. And my resolve to protect my crew and complete this mission is stronger than yours. Tessa's fists clenched, her mind racing with thoughts of her failure. Rimuru-sama. Ultima-sama. They'll be so disappointed in me, she whispered, her voice barely audible. Jinbei took a step closer, his tone softening slightly. You fought well, he said. But this battle is over. Surrender, and spare yourself further pain. Tessa glared at him, her pride refusing to let her yield. But as she tried to stand, her legs gave out beneath her, and she slumped back against the wall, defeated. Jinbei turned away, his focus shifting back to the mission at hand. Usopp, Frankie, he murmured under his breath, it's up to you now. As he left the room, Tessa sat in silence, her thoughts consumed by her failure. She couldn't shake the image of Rimuru and Ultima, their faces filled with disappointment. I'm sorry, she whispered, tears streaming down her face. I've failed you.